Moving. So, victory over multitudes by means of formation is unknowable to the multitudes. Everyone knows the form by which I am victorious, but nobody knows the form by which I ensure success or ensure victory. Slightly paraphrase. I know that one from ages ago. Anyway, therefore, victory in war is not repetitions, but adapts. Anyway, start again. Therefore, victory in war is not repetitious, but adapts its form endlessly. I really do need some new glasses. Look at that. Fucking squinting. Military formation is like water. The form of water is to avoid the high and go to the low. The form of a military force is to avoid the full and attack the empty. The flow of water is determined by the earth. It goes downhill. The victory of a military force is determined by the opponent. So a military force has no constant formation. Water has no constant shape. Jellyfish kung fu. The ability to gain victory by changing and adapting according to the opponent is called genius. Okay? Right, it's some more bedtime reading. It's just light stuff, folks. Do you want to try this? That's The Powers of Evil. What does it say? The Powers of Evil by Richard Cavendish in Western Religion, Magic and Folk Belief. And Chinese Black Magic. Look at that. The Yi King, often mispronounced the I Ching. Yi King, or the Book of Changes. Thoroughly recommend them, right? What else have we got here? For you lot folks that like to do all that kind of acting stuff, pretending that you're undercover agents, sweeties. Hey, look, Stanislavski, method acting. I could have been a contender, Stanislavski, Lee Strasberg, Al Pacino, and all that. Linguistics, look at that, Syntax, grammar, the accusative, dative, instrumental, case form, gerund, conjunctions, flexions, agglutinations, syntax, Proto-European languages. Anyway, the loom of language. Thoroughly recommend it. It's all about the loom of language. Languages, how they're made, constructed. What else we got here? The Turning Point. Science, Society, and the Rising Culture. Fritz Job Capra, author of The Tao of Physics. That's a good book. Very good. Thoroughly recommend it. Yeah, this is one of my favourites for you dimwits out there. The Ship of Fools by Sebastian Brandt. It's 17th century, it's Middle Ages rap. Adultery's called a trifling thing like casting pebbles from a sling. Adultery now pays no heed to laws that Julius once decreed. Not my personal sentiments, just Sebastian Brandt, 17th century rap. Wanted to do a musical with that. Anyway, here's another one. Some Russian fuck. P.D. Uspensky, A New Model of the Universe. He goes a bit off when he starts talking about secondary characteristics, sexual characteristics, endorphins, endocrinology, and all that kind of stuff. But stuff about the fourth dimension, physics, tarot, this, that, and the other. Interesting, Uspensky. And of course, we've got, I really like this one, for all you lot that want to study criminology out there, criminal psychology, behaviorism, anthropology, society. I mean, it says it all. Look, Colin Wilson, A Criminal History of Mankind. And it's got a picture of an electric chair. Great book. This is another one of my favourites. The Hero with a Thousand Faces. See it there? The Hero with a Thousand Faces by Joseph Campbell. Apparently I've got Campbells and Wilsons in my family. Very good one. The Hero with a Thousand Faces. I got that book with all those comparative, those religions in there, about Islam, Sikhism, Buddhism, Jainism, what have you, but they're over there. I won't bring that now. I mean, I've got a fucking bookshelf like my name was Lemony Snicket. The Upanishads. Good Hindu stuff, this, The Upanishads, the Vedas. Let's have a little read. What does it say here? It says here, that which is awake, even in our sleep, giving form in dreams to the objects of sense craving, that indeed is pure light. Brahman is the immortal who contains all the cosmos and beyond, whom none can go, and beyond whom none can go, for this is the Self-Supreme. It's kind of like an infinite world, or an infinite universe, or an infinite creation, or worlds contained within worlds, contained within worlds, contained within worlds, contained within worlds, infinitely. You're getting bigger. This is contained in something, which is contained in something, and smaller, above, so below. Like the Jews saying that. So something is in that, and something is within that, and then something is within that, and something. So like an infinity of worlds, all one inside the other, going both outwards and inwards. Superstring theory. Talking about theory, evolution. Evolution and the theory of games. Game theory for you algebraic dimwits out there. Look at some of this stuff. Hey look, we've got graphs. Look at this. Fucking graphs and analysis and equations and evolutionary stable strategy. Doves, hawks. Anyway, for you game theorists out there, evolution and the theory of games. What else we got? You like this one. It's good old... Well, that's something's cooking. Dr. Manhattan, superpowers, and the superpowers. Yeah, it's The Watchmen. It's classic Alan Moore, Dave Gibbons graphic novel, The Watchmen. You know, at midnight and all the agents came out. Let's move on. The Two Babylons. Yeah, he's a bit of a lunatic, this guy, Alexander Hislop. Did you hear what he says about some people and the Pope, this, that, and the other? Anyway, look, there, what's that? That there is Seb. Seb, ancient Egypt. He's got a fucking goose on his head. Listen to this. Blah, 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 blah. Yuletide, Babylonian essential worship, both in Egypt, Wilkinson. Yeah, no, here we go. The Christmas goose and the Yule cakes were articles of worship for the Babylonian Messiah, as that worship was practiced both in Egypt and Rome. Wilkinson, in reference to Egypt, says that the favourite offering of Cyrus was a goose, yeah, and moreover, this goose could not be eaten, blah, 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 blah. Says Juvenal, says, if Cyrus, blah, 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 blah. No, let's go on. In many other countries, we have evidence of a sacred character attached to the goose. It's well known that the capital of Rome, on one occasion, was saved by the cackling of geese because the Gauls were entering. Then we have the Brahmani goose, and Cupid, and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, the goose, the Two Babylons. What is that all about? You know what this is about? It's about me, motherfuckers. The Two Babylons. The papal worship, the worship of Nimrod and his wife, as practiced in Nineveh, Babylonia, Egypt, Pompeii, or illustrations from those countries, nations which now no longer exist, as they did back then. And finally, to be or not to be, this is the question. The complete works of William Shakespeare. I did send to you for sums to pay my allegiance, which you denied me. Was that done like Cassius? Should I have answered Caius Cassius so? Marcus Brutus Grosso, Covetus Loxus.